That is the time measure complement. The complement is describing the verbs. Complements are always describing the verbs, no matter what kind of complement. Please remember this. And here, this the complement we learned yesterday is time measure complement, but when the verbs without objects. So that will be easy. You could put the time word after the verbs. That's okay. And what you have to pay attention to is the time word should be a time period. Should be a time period instead of 8 o'clock, 8:10, 8 o'clock and 10, but 20 minutes. Oh, okay. It should be a time period instead of a point in time. Yeah, point in time. 时间点. The time word should be a period of time, not point. Oh, look how fast I forget. Point in time. Okay, now let's see the verbs with objects. It's a little bit complicated, but don't worry, you will master it, okay? You will master it, don't worry. Okay, now let's see the first one is the subject plus verb plus object plus verb le, then time word. It's a little bit complicated. So, 走路，我们走路，走了, the verb is 走, right? So as you learn the new word 走路, to walk, to go on foot, there's nothing we mentioned about road, right? But when I explain the word, I said that this is a verb plus object structured verb. So here, 路 is a object. So we have to repeat the verb plus a l, then time word. Time period. Let me change the time word to time period, okay? So, 我们走路走了半个小时。学生们打球 play balls. No matter what kind of balls, but students play balls for 1 hour. 学生们打球，打 means hit, to beat, to hit. So 打 is the verb, 球 means ball. So we repeat the verb and plus le. 学生们打球打了1个小时. And let me give you another sentence. Oh, it's a practice, not a sentence. Can you... Okay, let me type you pinyin. Actually, we need pinyin here, right? Okay, now please translate my sentence into Chinese. I ate my meal for 2 hours. I ate my meal for 2 hours. Please send me the sentence with this pattern. Please put the time period complement into the sentence with the correct pattern. Very good from Karen. 我吃饭吃了 2个小时 Very good 很好 Good job 很好 Okay, let me type this sentence here 我吃饭吃了2个小时 See subject verb plus object repeat verb plus le then time period Good job So remember this is the first pattern that verb with objects Let's see the second verbs with objects 我太太加1个小时班我太太加1个小时班 So subject plus verb plus time word plus object and sorry wait my throat just does not feel Sorry, I'm back. How? Let's see this pattern. This pattern actually we left out some. Let me type you here. Oh, I have too many class today, so sorry. It's verb plus le and time word after time word 的 Okay, actually we can left out le and de. We can left out le and de. If we do not add if we do not add le, we're just stating a fact. But if we add le here, like let me rewrite the sentence. 我太太加了1个小时班 That means my wife has already worked. So here actually it is not a past time here. It should be an S. And this is the past time. So 我太太加1个小时班 is like this. So you are at So your friend is asking you and your wife out to have dinner together and tomorrow, like for tomorrow, but your friend asks you in advance and 你太太明天加班吗? Does your wife have to work overtime tomorrow? Then you will answer 我太太加1个小时班 He will work overtime for 1 hour tomorrow. So 加了 means worked. My wife worked overtime for 1 hour. That's 了 that's past time. And 的 you can add 的 or leave out 的. 我太太加了1个小时的班. It's okay too. So, question: how do you change this pattern to another the former pattern we learned? Let me type the pattern there. So S plus verb plus object plus verb repeat, then plus sorry, plus time period. Please rewrite this sentence into this pattern.我太太加班加了1个小时 Great job. Very good. 我太太加班加了1个小时. So question again. Since you can't change this pattern to the previous one, then why should we use this pattern? Because not see here we separate 加班 the word 加班 we separate them, right? 加班 as we have learned, I told you 加 means plus, 班 means your work, your job, your duty. So 加班 means work overtime. But here in this pattern, we separate 加 and 班 like the previous 走 and 路, right? 走路走了，打球打了。But this is just a very, very small part of the words, the verbs that you can take apart, you can separate. Not most, but there's a pretty certain parts of the world, certain parts of the words cannot be separated. Cannot be separated, so you cannot write like this. You cannot say like this way. Like we have other several words that can be separated. Let me send you. Like 睡觉 sleep. Oh, 睡觉 sleep. 唱歌 跳舞 游泳. These words can be separated. Like 我睡了1个小时觉。我睡了1个小时觉。That's the correct sentence, but we don't say 我睡觉。Sorry. But we don't say 我睡觉了1天。That's wrong. That's false. So you have to separate 睡觉. You have to separate 唱歌. You have to separate 跳舞. You have to separate 游泳. That is sleep, sing, dance, and swim. So you cannot say 我睡觉了1个小时 or 我唱歌了1个小时。You should say 我睡了1个小时觉 or 我睡觉睡了1个小时。Let me type you this one too. 我睡觉睡了1个小时。That's correct. So this is correct, this is correct, this is false. So we have certain parts of the words, you have to separate them, but not most of them. So we have different patterns, and this pattern is not always set for like every word, every verb. I'm so excited, so I make mistakes, sorry. Okay, let's see the last one. 麦克问了他10分钟。And please, transfer this sentence. Please rewrite this sentence in pattern 1. Please rewrite the sentence in pattern 1. That is S plus verb plus object plus verb the plus time period. Please rewrite this one.麦克问了10分钟 Very good. 麦克问了10分钟。对的，非常好。And we cannot rewrite the sentence in pattern 2. Pattern 2 is S plus verb plus time period plus object. We cannot change this. We cannot say 麦克问10分钟他 because 问他 we cannot separate them. That's the most part we just talked about. So this sentence cannot use the last sentence pattern. That's a little bit like confusing, but the most convenient or the fastest way is to remember these 3 patterns. That is the blue chart part. Remember these parts. So if you if you use the pattern to say a sentence, sometimes you make mistakes because you will meet some words can be separated, some words cannot be separated. The words can be separated is the minority. We have few. So don't worry. If you make mistakes, just remember it or write it down on a notebook. You will get used to it. You will get used to them. Okay? Because most of the word cannot be separated. So don't worry. Okay. The words can be separated. We have a name for it, 叫离合词. We have a name for the words that can be separated. We call it 离合词. Let me type you the 拼音. 离 means separate, 合 means unite, unite. So separate and unite words. That means these words can be separated, can be put together, but not all the words can be separated. So don't worry. Okay, that's the time measure complement part. Let's practice more. Please choose the only correct answer. It's pretty easy, I think. I have confidence that you will give me the correct option, the correct sentence. Okay, let's see. First one. Oh, where's my pen? First one, C. Correct. 他每天加2小时班. We separate 加 and 班. Number 2, 我们休息2天. This is the time measure complement without object, right? So C. We don't have object here. 休息 means rest. 休 means rest. 息 means rest too. This is two verbs structured verb means rest. So number 2, C. Number 3 is A. So 小王打球. We repeat the verb 打了 then time period 一天. 小王打球打了一天. So C, A. A little bit confusing, right? So this 他每天加2小时班 is the pattern that subjective plus verb plus time word plus object. This is the 离合词. Separate and unite word we just talked about. You can separate them. You can put them together. And 我们休息2天, we don't have object. This is the very first pattern we learned yesterday, right? It is easy because you just need to put the time period after the verb. That is okay because complement always goes after the verbs. And A is the pattern we learned today. First one, right? So 打球, we repeat the 打 verb, then 了, then plus time period. let's see. Please. This will be your homework. This will be your homework. But let me quickly make an example. First one. 吃早饭 then 7:30到7:50 so 20分钟 right 他吃早饭吃了20分钟他吃早饭吃了20分钟 Then second pattern 他吃了20分钟的早饭他吃了20分钟的早饭 This is second pattern. It can be separated. 吃早饭 can be separated. But we don't say 他吃早饭了10分钟 We don't say 他吃早饭了10分钟And here's a tip. The pattern number 3, except the words that can be separated point, there's another point. If the object, yeah, let me go back to this pattern. If the object is a pronoun, you have to use this pattern. But if it is not, you'd better not use this pattern. Understand? So if the object is not pronoun, 他、他们、我们, if it is not pronoun, better use other two pattern. So 吃早饭 the object is not pronoun, so we use first two pattern. I will make sure that every detail of these 3 patterns will be presented in your home link, in your homework link, so don't worry if now you are like confusing, you're still confusing, oh, I cannot understand the concept, but don't worry, I will make it clear in your homework link, okay? Then you can do this practice, okay? Because we have to go ahead for the text. So, we didn't finish grammar yet. So, 怎么, let's see, 怎么. 你怎么上班? How? We learned how before, right? 你怎么上班? How do you go to work? How do you go to work? This is a question word, so we don't have 吗? Wait, we just say 怎么, the question word. 你怎么上班? How do you go to work? 王先生怎么去? How does Mr. Wen go? 李经理怎么去公司? How does Manager Li go to the company? As for where do we put 怎么 in the sentence? Let's review the statement. For example, 你怎么上班? 我坐公交车上班. I go to work by bus, right? I go to work by bus. So the main structure is 我上班. 坐公交车 is the way I go to work, right? So 坐公交车 it is describing 上班。I go to work, then how do you go to work? I go to work by bus. Different from English, we put 坐公交车 after the verb, but in Chinese, we put the description part before the verbs as usual. No matter the time word, no matter the adverb, we put them before the verb. So let's go back to the question sentence. As we learned, Chinese sentence is really easy. We barely change the place, change the order, right? We barely change the order, even it becomes a question sentence. So if you are asking how, you just change how into the part that you are questioning. 坐公交车 right? 你怎么上班？我坐公交车上班。Did you see? The sentence order didn't change. We just replace the word, but we don't change the order, right? If we want to say, I have finished my dinner, we say, 我吃了晚饭 or 我吃了 晚饭 or 我吃完了晚饭。我吃了晚饭，我吃完了，我吃完晚饭。You mean 完 and 了 right? 完 and 了 that's a good question. 我吃了晚饭 that is a correct sentence. 我吃 I cannot read the tones, so it's a little bit difficult for me. There's no tones on your 拼音。我吃完了晚饭。我吃完了晚饭。我吃了晚饭。The two sentences are all correct. 吃完 the one goes after the verb is describing a situation. It's describing a situation. Yeah, I understand now. One, you mean one, right? Thank you. The one goes after the verbs are describing a situation. It's a complement too, but it's a simple complement, just a character goes after the verb, right? So it is like describing the 吃 situation. 吃好了，我吃好了。I eat well, I'm full. So 吃好了，吃完了 are the same. They're just describing the condition, the situation, that how, at what degree, and how did you finish this dinner. But 了 in the sentence, not the verb, not the words. 了 is not in the words, not 了 is for sentence, indicates the action has already finished. So one, you can regard this as a past time, but one actually, like how, good or well, is describing the situation, the action influence. So 完 and 了 does not like they can't work around together. For example, we will say 我吃完了 I've already finished. Means I ate them and I ate them up. I ate all of them. So seems like they are all past time, but actually 了 indicates the past time, while 完 is the situation that you finish them or not. You're eat up or you left some. 我吃完了晚饭2个小时，我睡觉。Correct usage? It's difficult for me to read pinyin without tones. Sorry. 我吃完了晚饭2个小时，我睡觉。That's not a correct sentence. I will give you the correct sentence, but why we say like that? Maybe the tutor in the group can't answer you because we're going to learn the text and now we didn't finish the grammar part yet. So sorry, I cannot answer your personal question for this long time, but I'll give you the correct sentence. Okay, I get what you mean. Let me give you the correct sentence. Oh, that will be clear. 我吃完晚饭2小时以后睡觉。Let me type you the pinyin here. And please remember your original sentence and the correct sentence so that you can ask the tutor, okay? Well, let me make a screenshot in case that you forget it. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, everybody. Oh, yours sound so much more elegant. Elegant? What? I thought that's elephant. Well, I get that my voice is just a little bit thick because I speak a lot today. But I thought you were typing elephant. Well, thank you for saying so elegant. Okay. 怎么 even that's as we has already explained. 怎么 you just put the words like by train, by plane, or walk on foot. Just put the answer here. We didn't change the order, right? Sentence order. Yeah, let's do this practice. Yeah, well, guess what? This is your homework. This is your homework. Let's move on. Yeah, please send me this correct sentence. Well, this will be your homework too, I guess. Yeah, 面包怎么做很好. This will be your homework. Let's move on. Let's move on to the text. Actually, we have finished the grammar part. The text, let's see. 麦克 你们公司几点上班 ？See, this is not a time period. 面包做 Okay, this is not a time period, so we don't regard this as a time measure complement. Remember again, the complement, the verb complement always goes after the verb. Goes after. After is complement. Before the verb, that is time, word, or place word as an adverbial modifier. Okay? So, Mike, what time does work start at your company? 9点。从你的公寓到公司远吗？从到远吗？不远，很近。From your apartment to company, is it far away? Is it far? No, it's very close. 你怎么上班？面包怎么做？你怎么上班？ We put 怎么 before verb, right? 我走路上班 See, 我上班 I go to work. 我走路上班 I go to work on foot. See, we put the 方式 I just want to say speak Chinese. Okay, we put the 走路 before 上班 because 走路 is describing 上班. The way I go to work is that I go to work on foot or by bus, so we put 走路 before the verb. 走20分钟就能到 walk for 20 minutes, then I could arrive. So here's a time measure complement, but without an object. Yeah, object, right? Without an object. So it is not complicated. We just put the time word after the verb. 就能到 is other parts of the sentence. So here the time measure verb complement finish. So 20分钟 walk for 20 minutes 就能到 then you can arrive. Okay, 中午休息多长时间？多长时间 This is a time measure complement. 中午休息多长时间 without an object, right? It's easy. Just goes after the verb. 休息1小时 verb measure complement without an object. 你们在哪儿吃饭？你们在哪儿吃饭？ Where do you have lunch? 叫外卖We order take out. 叫外卖。你们常加班吗？常 often. 有时候加班 sometimes 加班。So sometimes is not time measure complement, right? It is time word as an adverbial modifier, so it goes before the verb, not after. Okay. 加几个小时班 This is an verb time measure complement, right? 加几个小时班 Then 有时候1个小时，有时候2个小时 sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours. And 加几个小时班 separate them. See, we separate them. 加 time period word, then object. Okay. Now this will be your homework too. Homework. Okay, let's see the characters. Do you have any question, by the way, sorry. Do you have any question about the text? If you have, feel free to ask me. We can delay a couple of minutes. It's okay. I'm okay. If you're okay. So please ask me if you have any question. Gochi, do you have any question? I'll try my best to answer you within like 10 minutes. Too many. Too many. Yeah, well, I will make clear notes in your homework link. I'll go over the lesson later. Yeah, wow, good attitude. But don't worry, if you have any question, please ask me in the group. Oh, I'm not in the group. You can ask tutor and you can check your homework link because I know it's a little bit complicated. Actually, it's a little complicated for Chinese too. We can say correct sentence, but we cannot explain the grammar behind it. So even for Chinese, it's a little bit difficult to explain. So don't be frustrated. I will explain it to you clearly in your homework link. So don't worry. Okay, now do you have any question about the text? Do you have any question about the text? Okay, let's move on to the character part. No? Okay, that's great. Let's see the structure. Upper and lower structure today we're going to learn. So 宁是早明罢岁星 they're all upper and lower structure. Let's see. 宁 that is a ni on the upper side. Then a xin heart lower side. So put you on my heart. That's a respectful way to say 您. I put you on my heart. That means I respect you, which 您 means you, respectful way. That's interesting. 是. So upper is a 日 sun, right? Lower, it does not mean anything. Just write with me. This is 是. 我是枸杞，我是 Sophia. And 早 日 again, upper 日 then lower 10 10. So I guess 10 o'clock in the day is early. That's my guess, but actually no, right? 10 is late. 10 is late. Okay, 明 upper 西 means the sun, the falling sun. Like at the end of the day, you will see the sunset, right? So 西 means sunset. And then lower 口 mouth. 名字 Please type me these 4 characters 拼音 now. You can type in this order. Yeah, 您很好。Yeah, 您是早明 very good. Very good. Okay, now let's see. Next. 爸 means dad. 爸. So upper, that's a 父. Actually, 父 means father. So another word for father, 父亲. But 爸爸 means dad. 父. Actually, that's the same person, but 父亲 much more official. 爸爸 spoken Chinese. So 父, this part, the upper part is 父 means father, and this lower part, yeah, 是早明, good job, Gucci. And the lower part is 八. This is 八, 下巴, your chin, 下巴的巴. So 八 for pronunciation, and the upper part for meaning, right? This character does not read as the upper part as 父, but read as the lower part 八, but we change to down tone 爸. So this upper part for meaning, this for pronunciation, 爸. Okay, now let's see. 岁, 你几岁? 我2岁. 我3岁. Okay. First 山, right? Mountain, you must have already known. Then 西 means sunset. 西 actually does not mean the sunset. 西 means the sun. 西 means the sun, not the sunset. But the sun, when it is like fallen and disappear, that time of the sun, we call it 西. So 山, then 西. 西 is the, yeah, kind of the sun that almost fall down and disappear in your horizon. That kind of song we call 西. 岁, 你几岁? Oh, see, that makes sense. The sun falls down and goes into the, maybe even downward in the mountain, right? So you can see, oh, let me, here. You can see that's the view. The sun is here, right? Like, so the day passed. And 岁 means age. You aged. The sun passed, you aged. That's 岁. Yeah, okay. Let's see next. 星. 星. 星星, star, 星星. So upper side is a 日. Again, sun. And downward part, lower part is 生. This is 生. Oh, that's interesting. So actually it's 日生, right? But if you read like this way, 生, you first read the lower one, 生, then 日. 生日 means birthday. 生日 means birthday. So the reason, actually I know this actually. The reason that everybody needs to celebrate their birthday because they think there's something to do with the stars, the fate and the stars and your birth thing. I don't believe them, but the reason people celebrate their birthday is because of the planets. Yeah. So 生日, it is 星 stars. So please now send me the 拼音 1, 2, 3. Oh, my nose itchy. Is it an allergy? 把心碎很好 That is 把心碎 Great 很好 Yeah 把心碎很好 Then that's all for today's class. Let's see the summary. We learned new words and we learned the 语法 part. That's actually is we have two parts in 语法 that is time, measure, complement, and 怎么 how the question word. The question word one is easy. Actually the same to other question word. We don't change the sentence order. But the time complement's a little bit complicated, but not that complicated as you thought. We have 3 patterns. As long as you're familiar with these 3 patterns, you can rewrite any sentence. So don't worry. And 课文, the text, we don't have any question, right? It is easy. Characters.